Welcome to Success Power. We are discussing something very, very special. Basic understanding about money and how it works. And we're doing this with the consciousness of the fact that the economies of many nations are going through difficult times right now. We know thousands and thousands of people have lost their jobs. However, when you have a good grasp of the basic principles that control the flow of money, losing a job doesn't have to be an end for you. It can be a bend that can lead you to see new horizons, new possibilities. See, as bad as global economy seems to be, or the economies of certain nations, people are still making money every day. We need to go back to the basics. When a sports team is failing, when it's beginning to lose so many matches on a consistent basis, you know what the coach does? A coach doesn't teach the players new sophisticated techniques. The place where the coach starts from is from the basics. How to stop a ball, how to catch or stop a ball, how to hold a ball, how to pass, those basics. Because however sophisticated you may become, when you lose grip of the basics, it results in failure on the big stage. That's what we found about this money issue. Some people make money, whether the economy of their country is going down or whether it is going up. And it is simply because they've developed their knowledge and they've developed their skills about the way money works. We are establishing one basic fact here, that money is only a means of exchange of value. That people did trade by barter before money was invented. You brought something that had value to the market. Somebody else brought another thing that had value to the market. And both of you, determining their relative values, exchanged them. That's how people traded before, trade by barter. But with time, it became too clumsy, too cumbersome to work that way. So people invented money. The cowrie shell, the coin, copper, silver, gold, and ultimately the paper, to represent the value of the produce that you would have brought to the market. When you understand that, you can have money flowing to you every day the rest of your life. Because now you know exactly what to do to get the money coming. You must have value to offer. In our last broadcast, we began to explore the different ways that we can add value. We said the most critical thing is for us to be able to identify people's needs. We began to explore the different dimensions of people's needs. We spoke about the need for food, very fundamental, basic. The food business will never go out of existence as long as there are human beings living on this planet. The need for drinks, the need for shelter, the need for furniture, you know. And then there's the need for knowledge. That's why we have schools. That's why we have textbooks and notebooks and the biros and the pencils and the erasers, you know, and the sharpeners. That's why we have teachers. That's why we need people to teach. Okay? We need schools. People need knowledge. That's why we have publishing, the publishing industry. We have publishers. That's why we have authors. People need knowledge. That's why we have the news corporations. That's why we have the newspapers. That's why we have the news channels on TV. People need to know what is going on. Wow. People need knowledge about the weather, so they know how to plan their day and how to plan their trips. and so they can plan their safety. People need knowledge about how to succeed in marriage. People are finding it very challenging these days. You want to succeed at it, you need knowledge. People need knowledge on parenting. You are not born with it, you have to acquire it. Okay? And people need knowledge about so many subjects in our world. People need transportation. Wow. So people have needs. But for you as an individual, our encouragement is for you to ask, what value do I have to add? Pay close attention. Pay close attention. Watch the people who make the money around you. They either created a product or they created a service, or they are selling a product created by somebody else or a service created by somebody else, but they are offering value. If someone sings and people buy the CD or download from iTunes the music, it's because they find the music valuable, but they always give money in exchange to download it. Interesting. If people buy books, it's because they find value there. If people go to watch the movies, it's because they find value there, either recreational or educational. But they give money in exchange for watching the movie. What do you have to sell? What value do you have to add? This is one of the most fundamental questions you will have to answer with respect to your finances. At what level are you offering that value? That's something else, because that determines the level of the level at which you earn an income. Money is exchanging hands every day all over the world. How much of it is going to come to you? You must have a product or you must have a service that you have to offer. I believe that as we explore these thoughts, these ideas, that your finances will experience a big shift to a new level. I believe that as you listen and watch this broadcast today, wisdom will come to you, that you will know exactly what to do to move to the next level of financial breakthrough. I believe that you will receive inspiration. Inspiration is the key to revelation. When someone is stirring your mind like this, when you have the right atmosphere, you can download very powerful concepts and principles. I sincerely believe that as you watch this broadcast, that atmosphere will be created for you to get a breakthrough idea, to identify exactly what it is that is your point of departure, your point of difference from where you have been until now, that you will find your place, your area, your place of impact on your generation. Money is only a means of exchange. I'll be back after this break. Success Power. Welcome back. This is Success Power. We're discussing the topic, money is a means of exchange. We are underscoring one very important principle that governs the flow of money. That money is a means of exchange of value. If you have value to give, value will come back to you in exchange in the form of money. You must have something to sell. You must have a product or you must have a service. So I ask you right now, what are you selling?